Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too? Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn in—
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that—
Okay. Oh, the closer Paimon looks, the more intimidating. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. Let's teach this guy out.
Infinite.
Like out!
Lasting.
into the void! Extinguished!
Water jet!
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Water jet!
Another star goes out!
Bombs away!
Annihilate!
Water jet!
Transcend death once more!
Go!
had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle. Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your... such power. Such keen battle.
Skirk. Certology.
How long has it been? How long?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master, and this is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago.
Hundreds of years?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clip. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an I trained the sword harder than anyone else. Defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity or a strange glee. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became... We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his child, yet he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same. And he... I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like...
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something. And he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, when I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his. And at some point, after his grand endeavor was successful.
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of...
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Or rather,
All I can do is try. After all...
wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality and wish to experience it,
Disciple? Never thought I...
nor I, but Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe and bring her to Tibet. You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Well, now I'm curious about it.
All Vedifenir said was that one day the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty...
Of course, only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my...
Still self-assured as ever, I see.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk...
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sertologi. In its weakened state, I would...
Your heart? That sounds like torture! How did you even survive that?
Because, of course, I bear...
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for even with that whale's ability. Devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of... But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you.
You're right. I should have known better, but... I had already pushed myself to my limits. And... I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But...
After the beating we just gave you?
Sertologi's disciple. That... I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to... We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we...
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather...
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no... But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanate. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions out. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own... After which, all can come to an end. Including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his goal. What a battle that would...
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now...
I can, but not through death, if that's... It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before. No longer, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I Except... And who knows? I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken. At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain. And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness. At the...
Whew, that's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh. At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time. It's only been... Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has been returned. So...
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because... I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rot. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the moment. Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sun. We gaze upon a false sky. Its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it?
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's ever since we met, She has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, if it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three. We've met so many amazing friends, and accomplished so many amazing things.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get you. I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that, at the end of this journey, wherever, one without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom. For this, we must all work to become stronger. If that's what you want to call me, I won't object.
Bye! Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon...